What's up? I'm Tony, and I gotta tell you about the CAGED system. I believe the CAGED system is the #1 concept that can do the most for your playing in terms of understanding the fretboard and laying a foundation for progression through this journey. I feel like nobody knows what this is and hardly anybody applies this information. I've asked countless musicians in my area if they are aware of the CAGED system and if they apply it, and it's clear in their playing that they don't and they have no idea what it is, and it's holding them back. Here's where most people get stuck. You see most people either down here in the first position, just playing their cowboy chords, you never see them up the neck, or if you do see them up the neck, they're usually playing just your typical bar chords. And there's not exactly anything wrong with that, but you're missing so much. The CAGED system lets you use voicings all the way up the neck, songs you already know. It can allow you to play them anywhere you want, all the way up the neck, and then fill those shapes with pentatonic scales, major scales, minor, and that's just the beginning. The one thing I can't stress enough is that this gives you the best foundation for learning and memorizing and applying new songs, licks, and solos that you learn. Most players have no idea what key they're playing in, or what chords they're soloing over, or what scales are accessible to them at any given time. They're locked in. They're locked in a box, playing note for note what they learned before, and they don't have options or no freedom. This gives you that freedom. This helps you realize that. Now, I don't sit down and intently study music theory. Like, I'm not reading books and transcribing and reading that. Like, I can't read notes. I learn from shapes. Shapes are easy. Shapes make sense. So let me show you. If you're not familiar with the CAGED system already, CAGED is spelled C-A-G-E-D. Those 5 letters represent 5 major chords in the first position. C major chord, A major chord, G. So you got C, A, G, E, and D. And we use those chords and we turn them into bar chords, into voicings that we can string up the neck to play one major chord in a variety of ways. Let me show you. C, A, G, E, D, back to C. And all of these voicings were found in the first position and turned into bar chords. So C turns into this. A turns into this. We take each of these chords in the first position, turn them into bar chords, and then bam, just like that, you can explode up the neck. Now, I'm oversimplifying this just to explain it real quick, but once you got this down, you can't forget it. It's always there in the back of your head, helping you just break down each song, and as you learn new songs, it makes it easier to remember because it's constantly bringing things into your awareness that you didn't notice before. Let's take Waiting on the World to Change by John Mayer as an example. All of those shapes right there I just played, all those voicings can be found in the CAGED system, what I just demonstrated for you, aside from one minor chord. But even more than that, it can show you what options you have to play with it. So I'm going to play each chord slower and show you what you can do with it using the CAGED system and how it lets you fill it in with scales, pentatonic and major. So everything I'm playing just feels easily accessible. It's like the CAGED system is always running like a program in the back of my head. And it's not like I have to think about it, it's just happening. It's not like it doesn't take any effort. There's a lot to know if you want to get better at the guitar and if you want to get to a specific goal, if you want to advance. But learning this CAGED system did the most for my playing. It set me up on a path of success that I honestly believe that's the one thing that set me above the rest of the players in my area. Like, I don't have any problems getting into a new band or getting gigs or keeping up with new material because of this. Now, if you want me to show you how to learn and apply this CAGED system properly, check out the link down below. In my Patreon account, I created a series, a step-by-step guide of how to easily commit this to memory. I got video lessons, diagrams and graphics, and exercises that'll help you do this. I did the heavy lifting for you. You just got to walk through the steps. So click that link down below to my Patreon account to get started. And if you got any questions, feel free to comment or direct message me on Instagram. I'd be happy to answer them. Let's start rocking.